All right, Indiana state senators have advanced a redrawn congressional map, but it is still unclear if it has enough support to pass. The new map would add Republican seats in Congress despite direct pressure from President Trump. 3 state senators say they are still on the fence about the proposal. The bill has already passed the Indiana House. The GOP proposed map is part of a continued push to create more GOP-leaning districts and maintain control of the House in the 2026 elections. But Democrats are obviously hoping to flip control. CBS News political director Fin Gómez spoke exclusively with Democratic National Chair Ken Martin to discuss the strategy moving forward.
I won't feel like we're out of the wilderness until we win in 28. As I've said down here, our motto at the DNC is all gas, no brakes. We're not going to rest until November of 2028. We got a lot of work to do between now and then.
All right, so Fin Gómez is joining us now live from our Washington, D.C. newsroom. So, Fin, in the grand scheme of things, what is this signaling about the 2026 midterm political battleground? What was your sense from how Mr. Martin responded to those questions?
Yeah, his sense that he is a sense of confidence after the off-year election wins that we saw just about a month ago on November 4th, where Democrats sort of basically ran the board there in New York and Virginia, New Jersey, and also in California. But he says it's not done. It's not complete. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done as they head into the midterms. And one crucial component, he told me, is they really need to focus on messaging, and that messaging is simple. He said it's affordability. It's what won seats for Democrats this year and what he believes will carry them to victory in next year's midterms. Vlad.
So let's talk about Texas, Fin, and the weight of Representative Jasmine Crockett's newly launched campaign for the Texas seat, the seat in Texas, the Democratic seat, obviously, is what she's running for. And how that all transpired with Colin Allred. I mean, he had been running for quite some time. I think I saw recently on another network that he was pressured to sort of drop out of that race and run for Congress. What are you learning?
No, yeah, we know with the Congresswoman Crockett, she's that progressive firebrand who entered the race and has progressive support. But what happened with Colin Allred, and just real quick, is that we did report that before she entered to the race, she showed internal polling that showed that she was way ahead in the Democratic field. Wow. And that caused Colin Allred to essentially drop out and run in the 33rd Congressional District. But while she has that support, the progressive base support, national Democrats that I spoke to say that perhaps she's not the best contender to take on the Republicans in the general election if she were to secure the nomination against her primary opponents. I mean, this is Texas after all, Vlad. National Republicans that I spoke to also were eager to face her in the race, regardless of who wins their primary. But recent polls show her losing to all 3 of the main Republican contenders. In my interview with DNC Chair Ken Martin, I asked him whether he is concerned about Democratic candidates who might be viable to Democratic primary voters, but not in a general election. Here's what he had to say, Vlad.
I've always taken the view that our job is not to put our thumb on the scale and say this is the only type of candidate that we should run. That's up to the primary voters to make that decision. And once they've made that decision, then I and the Democratic Party need to fight like hell for whoever that nominee is, including candidates we might not agree with all the time.
Important to note that a Democrat has not won a statewide race in the Lone Star State in 30 years, Vlad.
Yeah, it's a noble idea that you would support whoever the voters, the primary voters want, but clearly the Democrats want control of the House, they want control of the Senate, and oftentimes somebody who's on the extreme fringes of the political spectrum is not what can always do well in statewide or national elections. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Fin, always great to talk to you, my friend. Thank you.
Great to see you.
Good to see you, brother.